Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Kyla and on the screen is my beautiful co-host Olivia, and my channel is just a plethora of all things that I love. So today, this has taken me probably about a month to actually force myself and sit down and do. And quick disclaimer, all three of the pets are with me, so if you hear them make any noises, I do apologize, but they say hello. So we're ranking my custom American Girls, and this is quite a process because my customs are very, very special to me. I never thought I would branch out into getting them, but once I did, it kind of started an even bigger doll addiction. So my first custom I bought in April of 2020, and then it just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I actually have not bought a custom this year in 2022, so fingers crossed, it'll take a little bit before I actually buy another custom. So currently I have 19 customs. Some were made by myself. Others were made by incredibly talented doll customizer friends of mine. And they're all very, very talented and incredible people. If you want to see these dolls, a bit more in depth about where I got them and stuff like that, there is a close-up and personal, my custom collection and display video that is before this. However, my most recent custom is not in that video. Like I also said in that video, there is a custom doll that is still in the works. I bought her last year and she has still not come to me, which is totally fine. But technically I have 20 customs, but you will only be seeing 19 in this video. This is very hard. I love all of them equally, except for maybe the top three. You're going to be shocked because I kind of was shocked when I, pit them all against each other and figured out who my first one was. But it comes down to, what I took into consideration was obviously how I feel about them, how much I spent on them, how photogenic they are, like how often I pick them up and do things with them and things like that. So that's everything I took into consideration. My favorite custom used to be a doll that is not near the top anymore, and she was my first custom and she was like my little pride and joy. But this most likely is going to be a longer video because my customs, I don't want to say they're my favorite types of AGs that I collect because the historicals are close to my heart, but I think in terms of doll, American Girl types, the customs come in second after the historicals. So without further ado, let's get started. In last place, we have a doll you've actually never seen before. So this is Gemma, and she is a custom Grace Thomas with a straightened Exquisite Doll Designs wig and Nenea Mitchell eyes. So she's simply in last place just because I finished her a little less than a week ago, so I don't really have a relationship with her. But I just kind of took some spare parts I had laying around and I put her together, and she just looks really cute. And I don't know, she's just here because I don't really have a bond with her yet. Skylar is in 18th place, and she is a Nenea with Grace Thomas eyes and a straightened Nenea wig. Please forgive me. The lighting on these portraits came out really funny, and I have decided I am not happy with them, so I have to go back and retake all 60 something of them, but I just don't want to do that right now. So Skylar is only this low because, like I said, with Gemma, she is one of my newer dolls, and you will notice most of the dolls I swapped and kind of created on my own are towards the bottom of this list because I do tend to prefer when my customs have makeup, and given my vision, that is not something I can do. Skylar is also towards the bottom of this list because when I was eye swapping her, I accidentally nicked her skin, and she has like a mark on her eye, like right next on her, on her vinyl. Anyway, I almost said her skin. Obviously she doesn't have that, but you know what I mean. So she has a little mark there. It's not super noticeable for me unless I get really close, but I know it's there and it bothers me. Mini Kyla is towards the bottom here because of the fact that she is simply an Isabel doll that I swapped her regular eyes for these blue ones to look like me. Yes, she is pretty much an exact replica of myself. However, I would eventually like a future Mini Kyla to kind of have makeup and stuff. But for now, it's just this Isabel. And I love her. She is my favorite girl of the year. But in comparing her to all of my other customs and things like that, it hurts me to put her this low. But it's unfortunately where she fell. Next, we have Cordelia, and I thought she was going to be a little bit lower, but she's kind of special to me. So if you don't know, I won this doll in a giveaway that my friend Vanessa, Dallas Doll Co. did, and she actually arrived on my birthday of last year. So I have a lot of, fond memories attached to her, and I thought about it. She was my first 18-inch doll with funky colored hair, and I did want a blonde Blair Wilson custom, but in terms of would I have actually bought this doll if I would have seen her and, thought, should I purchase her? No, she's not a doll I would have added to my collection if I didn't win her, but I love her nevertheless because of the fond memories I have attached to her. Here is Ariana Grande, and she is my one and only celebrity custom. I love her. I made her myself, but her wig isn't glued down and she doesn't have a face up. I would like to eventually commission someone to give her a face up. I'm just not sure who I want to do it yet or what I want it to look like. Next, we have Margot, and she was my second Joss Kendrick custom and my third Joss Kendrick mold. She was made by my friend Emma over on Instagram. It was the first doll I purchased from Emma. I like her. It's just kind of, again, like when comparing all the other customs, she just kind of falls there. I have changed her name 3 times, so hopefully this name will stick and I can connect with her a little bit more. Here we have my custom Princess Ariel. She is really just in the middle here because I love her. She's my favorite Disney princess, but I don't really do anything with her other than take the occasional picture by the pool in the summertime because she does exclusively stay in her fins. Coming in at number 12, we have Nyla, and she was actually my very first Sonali mold, and she has one of my absolute favorite wigs to ever exist. I don't know where it's from or, what it's called, but it is the softest thing. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I absolutely adore it. I love Nyla because everything about her is super unique, and her facial combination with her eye and hair color is not something you would typically see on a lot of custom dolls. So that's why I really love Nyla and what drew me to her. Natalie here is at number 11, and she is a custom 42 that was made by Heart of Forever and Always here on YouTube. She was my favorite doll in Heart's collection, and she was one of my very first customs as well. Natalie is very, very fun to take pictures of. I know she's not a huge custom, she doesn't even have makeup or anything, but I love taking pictures of this girl. She's become kind of an icon in my collection, and I absolutely adore her. We're entering the top 10 now with the one that started it all. This is my Penelope. She was my first custom made by Dallas Doll Co. She is a custom kit, and she literally blew my mind. I did a ton of photo shoots with this doll. I would take her kind of everywhere I would go, that I would be like, okay, I'm going to take a doll. And she was just my absolute pride and joy for a good 9 months. And I thought she was the best thing to ever exist. And it is insane that she has now moved to number 10, and there's literally 9 dolls that I just kind of prefer over her. But remember, like I said, I love them all, but when I have to pick and choose, this is how the cookie crumbles. 9, we have my blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jess mold, Angel. We all know the story of Angel. If you don't, you can check it out in my customs video. But Angel is a gorgeous, gorgeous doll. She has these enchanting eyes from Doll of a Kind that some have dubbed creepy, others have said they were, really fascinating. So I just say Angel has enchanting eyes. She is very, very fun to take pictures of. I don't know, the pictures I've taken of her just offer a unique, they just look really unique. So I love her. I love her wig. I actually have it on another doll who ranks a little bit higher, but this is one of my absolute favorite custom wigs. At number 8, we have Francesca, and she is a custom that I purchased from my friend Emma, but she was actually created by my other friend Seb, both over on Instagram. I love her. I really, really wanted a Jess mold with long black hair, and I got one with the Kaya wig, which is amazing because I also wanted a straight Kaya wig. She is gorgeous. She's my second Seb doll, and I absolutely adore her. She's really cute. 7th place, we have Hayden, and she's my custom 4 that I made in collaboration with Dallas Doll Co. Basically, Vanessa customized her, and I just picked the wig I wanted. So Hayden is a super unique looking doll. Her combination is very unique. Her mold is obviously unique. She's my only number 4 face mold. I love that face mold, but I would much rather have a custom than the actual doll, and I've said this a couple times. Some people prefer that mold customized. Some people don't. Some people don't really care. I love it, but if I had to choose, I'd pick customizing it. I love Hayden. Taking pictures of Hayden is so fun. She's a really photogenic doll, and I didn't think she would be this low, but I mean, she's still in the top 10, so she's good. Number 6, we have Chloe, and Chloe is my blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jess mold that I created myself. She has a really long, funny backstory as to how she came to be, but she's honestly a staple in my collection, and she's really iconic. So She just missed the cutoff for the top 5, but when you see who's in the top 5, which, spoiler alert, 3 out of the 5 are Jess molds because it is my favorite mold, but Chloe just missed the cutoff, and I know a lot of you guys love her, and I do too. I just recently took her out for a photo shoot, and she's super photogenic and adorable, so that's why she's in 6th place. Starting off the top 5, we have my little rebel. This is Merlot. She is my custom 84 that I picked all the features for, and Dallas Dalco put her together for me. She is incredible. I always wanted a redheaded Jess mold, and just something about this wig. This is the same wig that Angel has, just in the color Cherry Cola. I love it. I love her unique combination. She is just amazing, and I know a lot of you guys love her too, and she's one of the dolls that I have this unique style for, so she has kind of like some signature pieces that I only put on her. In 4th place, we have Mercedes, who is my most recent purchased custom doll, and she was created by Small Dolls, but I bought her from Small Sophia over on Instagram. I don't like this picture of her. Like I said earlier, I don't like the way some of these portraits turned out, and Mercedes, unfortunately, happens to be one of them. But her whole combination is very unique to my collection. I'm not really sure. We think she's a custom Luciana. I think she has a 29 or 28 wig. I can't remember which one. But she's just really unique to my collection. I needed more dolls with brown hair and brown eyes. And she's really, really pretty. And her makeup is super different from any doll I have. So I couldn't resist buying her. And she quickly became one of my favorites. I've tried to film the explanation as to why my beautiful Primrose is number 3 like 4 times. So here, we're going to try this again. So 1, 2, and 3 can be interchangeable at times. However, for this, like I said, I took into consideration how much I paid for them. Did I get my money's worth? Their makeup style, their wig style, how often I gravitate towards them, how photogenic they are. So with all that being said, Primrose was a gift from my mom and dad, and she came from one of my absolute favorite AG tubers, my lovely friend Allison over on AG Primrose. And I love this doll. I absolutely adore her. Her wig, however, is not glued on. I can glue it on. I just haven't yet because, it just takes me forever. It is one of those thicker wigs, and I'm kind of steering away from those now. I'm going back to just using regular American Girl wigs. And her makeup is a bit more simpler compared to the dolls I put in 1st and 2nd place. So with all that being said, like I said, the top 3 are interchangeable, but it kind of hurts me to put her here, but it really doesn't because I love the top 3 equally and a little bit more than everybody else, if that makes sense. So this is kind of like a combination of Chloe and mini Kyla. This is Opal, and she was created by my friend Emma over on Instagram. And when I saw her, I messaged her and I was like, I need to buy this doll from you. Even though I literally bought 2 dolls from her, like in a short period of time, I had to buy a 3rd. This doll is absolutely incredible. She is so beautiful. Her makeup is extremely well done. She was an excellent, excellent price, done by a really, really talented customizer. Everything about her is so perfect. And her wig is super, super easy to take care of because it is just a straight wig. And I've only done a few photo shoots with her, but she's really, really easy to take photos of. And she's also easy to take places because, like I said, her wig is manageable. So I absolutely adore Opal. You probably knew she was coming if you know the collection very well. This is my Yasmine, and Yasmine is the first doll I bought from Seb. She is also my most expensive doll that I currently own. And no, that's not why she's number 1, but the level of detail in this girl's makeup, just absolutely everything about her is so well done and enchanting, and you're just drawn to her. She's extremely photogenic. Oh my gosh, taking pictures of Yasmine is so fun. She has an 81 wig, and it's really easy to manage. It's kind of like a Leah wig. So her and Leah, they kind of have some similarities, which I love. She has 62 eyes that are really pretty. She is a medium skin create your own Jess mold. She's just beautiful. And I get a lot of questions all the time, like, are you going to sell her? Would you ever sell her? And I think about it and I'm like, no, she's beautiful. She's perfect. And she's really unique to my collection, even though she is a Jess mold, but she's absolutely stunning. And like I said, when I was comparing her to everybody else, she stood out to me way more than pretty much everyone. So I had to put her in 1st place. She's pretty special to me. Well, I finally did it. I ranked all of my customs. Obviously, my opinion will change in the future, but for right now, as of February 13th, 2022, that is my opinion on my 19 custom American Girl dolls. Thank you guys so much for listening. Let me know down below which one of my customs is your favorite. And you know what? Just for fun, tell me which one is your least favorite, because I want to know. And obviously, Olivia Olivia does too because she's nosy. If you have not already, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, leave that positive comment down below, hit that subscribe button to join the fam, and tap that really cool notification bell so you can know the exact moment I post a new video. Have a blessed day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye, everybody.